Howdy folks, Tina, aka Teemaw here to bring you to our first Design Your Shine session with me. Now, I have shown videos in the past of how I have put bling on a canvas and how I've enhanced a canvas and customized it. But this time I want to do something different. I want to take you through my how I choose what I do and why I end up with that. I think you see end results a lot, especially if in our Facebook group, DP with Sparklers, or Diamond Painting with Sparklers, but I want you to see the process. So we've come up with, I'm hoping, I don't get to diamond paint too much these days, but what I'm hoping is I'm going to take a diamond painting and show you how to go through it and bling it out. So let's get started here. So I got this little gingerbread house by Diamond Art Club. It's only a 33 by 46 centimeters. Here we go. And I was lucky enough to get that one when it came out. I believe it's now sold out. But I got that in and I take a look at the canvas first. So I look at the canvas, I see how many AB drills come with it. In this particular canvas, there are 4 AB drills. Anything below 150 is an AB drill. And if you don't already know, Diamond Art Club has their own coding system. So they have a 107, 131, 134. They have their own code system here. That does not correspond with any DMC code. However, we do have Diamond Art Club's AB conversion sheet, if you will. So for example, this number 1 diamond is number 107. We go to 107 and that's the same as 666 DMC. Okay, so this Diamond Art Club AB conversion paper, this is on our website, dpwithsparklers.com, under the facts page, and you'll see this conversion. And also I plan on putting beside each of these DMC numbers, the DAC codes too, just so that when people search for them, they can find them, because that's confusing to folks sometimes. Also, if you are in our Diamond Painting with Sparklers group, this is under the file section as well. So I like to have this on hand when I'm looking at a canvas, especially if it's a Diamond Art Club with AB drills. So when I take a peek at this canvas, when I first got this out, I decided that I wanted to, let's raise you up here just a bit so we can see a little bit more of this canvas as well as all the mess I have around. So when I look at this, I wanted to make these peppermint patties. I want to put some crystals in them, kind of like a real candy. So I'm going to make the red part crystals on this. And as I look at this house, I want the heart highlighted. And I want the star to pop out. So I definitely love to do stars and light. So the star and these windows, if you take a close enough look, have some of the same numbers in them. See the star? There's 2, and the percentage are the main numbers in there. I will probably leave, I'm going to leave the outline. So that orange outline I'll leave there. I'll tell you what to do with the snowflake in a minute. And then these windows. So take a peek at the windows, other areas on the canvas that have the same type of colors. And they also have the percentage in there, the percentage symbol, and 2, the number 2, but they include the lowercase a in there. So that's another yellow-ish color there. But I want to, so I'm going to make this crystals. I think I'm going to make the heart crystal, and so give that dimension there and depth. Going to bring some shine here to the windows, this star, and probably these stars here. And then I also want to put, I'm gonna make these candies, these gumdrops, crystal. So I'm going to convert those to crystal, and then the lollipops. I like the idea of the lollipops looking like real lollipops or candy, so they're going to have a transparent like feel to them. So that's where I get started. Now, of course, you look at the snow, and the snow is shining. Now, they have snow being this 141 AB, and 141 AB on our handy dandy conversion chart is the 5200 right here. So that's and it's pretty. I think everybody should have AB 5200 in their stash. Have it around. It's beautiful. And that's what they have for all these snowflakes. But we're going to spruce it up even more. And if you haven't noticed, see, I got these new containers in. It's the first time I've done it, but the number of drills in this kit was only 40. And so a lot of the bags are so small. After I'd started pouring some of the drills in and there was so much static and so few drills, I decided to just put the bags in there instead this time. This is also the first time I've actually kitted up a kit. I usually use my um, like a Velveeta box, the Teemaw method, and I'll just line the bags up in the box, and that's quick and easy for me because I don't have much time to diamond paint, so kitting up and down takes more time to me than I would like. However, I decided to, in the first time in 4 years, go ahead and kit this kit up. And what I did is, so for example, on this, okay, I'll show you. So here's a number 4, and it shows the symbol and the number. Well, I put the symbol there. Well, the 4 is there. I put a cross through it to show myself that when I get to this, that there are subs for this. And what I'm going to sub for it, so I'm going to make all the snow. I thought about frost, crystals, AB, but instead I'm going to go with opal pearl glow glass. I think that's going to give the perfect glistening effect that I want on this particular painting to come down, and all of these snowflakes coming down here and even into the snow on the ground. And that's one of the reasons I didn't choose frost this time. I choose frost for lots of water things, and snow things are really good. However, this time, since I'm going to have the opal pearl glow glass coming down into the snow, I didn't want to compete with this frost. So the snow on this canvas is 3865, you know, almost white, like a winter white. And I'm going to be having the snowflakes intermingled on the canvas with the white. So that's why I didn't mix frost in this particular canvas. Okay. So when we start to do conversions, there's some of the things. So those are what I want to do. I look at a canvas, decide where I want to bring highlights or depth or changes to it. And that gets my start going. And I always have the substitute chart. Okay, and then I decide, okay, let's go. And so for example, this heart calls for number 1 color. It called for the number 1 was the 107 AB, remember 666, calls for the star color, which is 817. It calls for this 498 right here. Where are we? There we go. And so the 1, the star, and that symbol on that. And then there's some highlights up in here. The highlight, they actually have a pink highlight. This one is the highlight for that, 3706. And I'll show you what I think I'm going to do. So I have these colors here. Some of them are easy subs, some are not. So let's see what I chose. Now, the best thing to do is to have a stash, to be honest with you. It is a little bit harder to purchase off the website when you're seeing a picture and not having it in hand. I understand that. So building a stash, buying our crystal set or something is easier to have. But let's see what I do. So I have these. We know that 107 is the 666 AB. And I want to make that heart crystal. Well, we happen to have a 666 AB crystal. So it's going to have some of the same sparkle and shine that this AB has. It's a little bit pink there, which is okay because our heart has some pink to it. That's okay too. And then there's 817. Well, we happen to have 817 crystal. That's a great sub right there. And then the 498, we didn't have that exact, but there is this thing called, online, there's a tool, and it's the Cody Hoover DMC tool. See that? Floss color tool. And that's online, so codyhoover.com. And what I would do, so for example, this 498, if I didn't have that in a crystal on the site, then you put in the search bar, right there in the search bar, you're going to put 498. Okay, and this shows some of the subs that they choose for 498. Sometimes I may not have the exact sub there. See that? So 816, 304, and I have to go through. So then if I don't have those crystals, I might put in 816, See what that has. Seeing that gives you, and sometimes see it just leads you in circles. So in this case, what I did is I got out the drills and I got out the red crystals that I had, and that's how I decided what to use. See? So those are close enough. And when you get a crystal, it has a watery-like effect. I don't know how to explain that a little bit better. Those rhinestones are, you know, have depth to them because they're clear acrylic. And so it's obviously not the exact same as a regular drill, but I think that will give me the effect. So see, those were the colors it calls for and the colors I'm going to do instead. Okay, so that's my process. Decide where I want to highlight, then pull the colors from that area and try to find the colors I want to match. Now, sometimes you might just want to change it up altogether. Let's say I wanted more pink there. Maybe I would just make it pink altogether. I didn't in this case. Now, the highlight on there was this color. It was 3706, kind of a pinky salmon color. And we happen to have this crystal 760 that was similar enough that I'm going to use that one. There's just a few drills here anyway. There's like seven drills in that area. So that's the other thing. You do not have to have the exact number in order to get an effective use there. Now this little dot right there, that's like a glint, you know, like there's supposed to be a highlight there, like in an eye. And I may put an original sparkler right there because these are like diamonds and make great glints, especially in eyes. I might use, since they're all crystal, I might use a clear crystal, or I might just use a white AB there. I don't know yet. That's part of the process. It happens as I go along. And sometimes I just create on the fly right there. So this red color, these are the same types of color that are down here in, let's scooch down now since we've been up a little bit, that are down here in the peppermint patties. The same reds are down here with the exception of this darker red on the side, which, you know, that shading down there, that shadow and shading, and it is 814. So let's see, I also started making a cheat sheet, so to speak. See, so the symbols, the peppermint walk I wanted to do, so I write down this symbol there. So number 1, I want to be 666 AB crystal, the star 817 crystal, this symbol 321 crystal. Okay, so that's how I do those. But on the side down here, let's see, well, that would be the 321. Let's see, where did he go? That one was that. Okay, so this particular 321, or this 814, I'm going to use for 321 right there. See? On that one, on the side. Yes. So, okay. So I was wrong about this 498. This particular 498. Let's see. So this color, it is equivalent enough to 666. So we're going to pull in 666 on that. And that symbol there, I don't know how to name these symbols. That's going to be in the gumdrops on the roof. So that symbol, that's up here on this roof and in the heart. And you see how I also use, so for example, the reds on the peppermints are also the reds in the heart and the reds over here on the lollipop right here. So I'm going to be using the same color right here, 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 and here. So it just kind of brings a cohesion to it, if I'm saying that right. The green is the same way. So it calls for, so A, that's the 3818 color. And let's just get our colors out here. The 700, the number 3, which is an AB, we're going to convert that for you too. So remember, we use our chart. Number 3 is, the symbol 3 is going to be 134. And 134 is 906. Okay, so 906 AB. Okay, now remember, I want to do these as crystal. I don't have as many colors in crystals as I do ABs. Of course, if this is an AB, I wouldn't need to sub it. But I wanted to make those candies crystallized. So I've decided for the 906 that I'm going to use this 954 AB crystal. Okay, so you see that? Doesn't have to be exact. This is going to be my glint on those candies, so to speak. So that's that color. 700 was easy this time because I have 700 to 700. So that one was easy. And then this 3818, we didn't happen to have that in a crystal. And let's see how, I may not have, let's see if we can put this in here. So the 3818. You put that in the substitute chart there, and you look down there and try to find equivalent numbers. And sometimes, again, I have to keep going down, say, okay, what colors might go there? Let's do 561 until I find a number that I have. Or, in my case, I was able to just hold that 3818 right there, look. Look how close that is to that crystal 890. So that's the crystal I'm going to use in those gumdrops on the roof and in the lollipops over here. Now the lollipops also have an extra symbol. It's the symbol, it's this one with 704. And I do happen to have that in a crystal. So those are easy conversions when you do that. So that's what the lollipop has, a few of the light green in those. Okay, so let's move these back. And I got to where I ran out of containers. So I just put them on the bags. And I'll work out of these bags on the few that I ran out of containers on. Not that big of a deal. All right, let's get these back. I got too many colors here to get disorganized now. All right, now special elements. Let's look at my list too, make sure we're covering everything. The stars, the window, the green candies and gumdrops on the roof. Now, I looked at this. We know that's holly. You know, we know this is holly from the picture and holly berries. But of course, this diamond painting is round and smaller. Again, 33 by 46. So all the details aren't crisp and clear. I mean, look at these stars. See how you have all these stars, you know, flowing by like this or blowing by? Or even the snowflakes. Look at how delicate these snowflakes are. Aren't those beautiful? But watch what happens when you start going down to the canvas is the stars get lost in translation. Just kind of little blobby. I might bring some definition to those. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But the snowflakes, for example, they did try to convert that snowflake, but they left it white. They didn't do number 4. You see how all the snowflakes are 4s? So I will probably make this snowflake a 4. Also, there is a snowflake right here, and again, it's blending in with the snow. So I will probably make that a number 4, which for me is going to be opal pearl glow glass, and put that there. Okay, now for the holly berries. They would be fine left alone, not a problem. You know, the whole picture will come out, but I decided that I want to do half pearls. And of course, the perfect conversion for that would be our 666 half AB, half pearls. And what I'll do is set those right in there, the 4 spots. These take up 4 spaces of rounds, 4 spaces. And even though those are not exactly all one color, see that? I'm going to put one here and here and here. And I'll either fill in black behind it. We'll see. We'll see if we can get to that on camera or not. But I'll put those AB pearls there, there, and there to make the berries. And I might come in here and put a black drill behind it. Or a red drill, the drill it calls for. I'm not sure. This is my process. I'm teaching you my process. And I thought that doorknob on the original picture, the doorknob, you know, it's a golden doorknob right here on the original picture. Like a brass doorknob. Well, on the camera, that just converted to browns. And it's kind of like a square spot on here that converted to browns. See that? But I want a doorknob. So there we go. We're going to use this brown, so 938 AB half pearl, and I'm going to put one right there. Or right there. I got to decide where it looks better. See that? I'm going to just use one of those and put them there. I've seen a lot of pictures that these could be ornaments in this Christmas, middle of flowers. So there are places for that. Now also, I know I'm going to use the opal pearl glow glass in the sky for all of the 4 coming down. But I think on the places where there are 4 of the same number together that makes a square, I think I'm going to go ahead and use some of these white AB quad cubes right there. See that? And there's another one over here. So those are big snowflakes falling down in the sky. And that's what I think that I will use on there. These quad cubes, they work on both 4 spots and a round painting as well as a square painting. They are very versatile. And that was a happy serendipity moment when we discovered they worked on both. So let me look over my notes again and see if I've covered everything. And then we can get started with the actual putting down a drill. I've waited so long. I've showed you the substitute chart, comparing colors physically, let's see, and why I like to change. So, oh, there's one more thing. I look at this and I'm going to change. So, oh, yep, maybe 2. The stars. We didn't go over the yellow. So let's go over the yellow real quick. Up here in the stars, there's actually only 2 colors. There's the number 2 and the percentage. Well, for stars, I love sunshine sparklers. That is just one of my go-tos to have. Sunshine sparklers, original sparklers, those are just go-tos. And of course, the opal pearl will be right there in the middle, snowflake coming down. So I thought that has to have some sunshine. So which color will I sub out? And I'm going to sub out this percentage one. So this percentage one, I'm going to use the sunshine sparklers. And for number 2, okay, so let me show you. Here's sunshine sparklers. They're kind of like a metallic gold. And that they sort of reflect other colors too, but they're a metallic yellowy gold. And they are beautiful for light. So they will also be in our windows here and in our stars here. So they will have sunshine there. And then number 2, again, our conversion chart, that is 131 for DAX number, or 972 AB. This is the number they have. So that's an orangey color that's in the middle of that star. That's what they have in there. And what I found I had, because I wanted the star to be a little bit crystal. Well, it's going to have the sunshine in it, and the only other color inside the star is this color here. And I am going to use this one. It is a 740 AB crystal. See, look. So it does have orange, of course, but it has a lot more reflective yellow in that, and I'm going to like that better up there in the star. And this will be part of the window also, the number 2 in the window, the sunshine sparklers for the percentage sign in the window, as well as the window has this symbol A. So the symbol A is a 744, and the color that I found that did the best will be this crystal, which is 727. See, so the 727. I wanted the window to be a little bit transparent looking, like a real window would be, just like this candy would be. And so I'm going to put that in the window there. And let's see. Here's my, oh, yep, one more thing. That's why I make notes, guys, because I can't remember all this stuff either. I get off and go, oh yeah, that and that. Down here, you see that funky place? See that funky thing? Y'all know what that is? Anybody guess what that is? This gingerbread house is made by artist Gina Jane. See that? Well, in the picture, those are her initials. That's a GJ. She just stamped it right there in the snow. Well, it doesn't translate well. You can't read a G or a J, maybe a little bit of the J, and the G has a snowflake on it. So what I'm going to do is convert this out. I'm going to just erase it, so to speak, by putting these blue drills and just coming up here with the blue drills, more snow, and having the snowflakes on top of it. So this will not be in my painting. Okay, that's my plan. I'm not going to have that in my painting. Okay, so that's my plan. Now that's my bling plan, that's my designing, my shine plan, and now it's time for me to get started. Now, I have never sectioned off a diamond painting. I have been told I need to try it. I wanted to try it, but it's not going to be this one because this one's so little. I am a one color kind of gal generally. Now on the very big paintings, which I haven't done in a long time, but on the very big paintings, I can't take one color and put it all across the whole painting, but I will take it by bigger sections and put it in that area. I might try this section, especially with the release papers, the new release papers that I have. So I might try that too, but not on this little guy. This little guy is so little, I want to do one type of bling at a time. So let's see where I should get started. There are a lot of opal places, and I think I really want to lay those berries down in the middle. That's going to mess up some things though, isn't it? But I want to lay the berries down. Sometimes I get excited too about where to put, when I have an idea, I want to test it out sometimes. So some of the tools you'll need to have on hand, of course, when you're dealing with big bling are tweezers. Sometimes they don't like pointy. You need round shaped tweezers. We used to sell them, but they're pretty readily available these days. This just happened to be one I got in a kit or something. And these round tip scissors, look at that, pulling back a new canvas. Yeah, what are y'all doing today? If you're watching this, does that mean you're with family, without family, just having fun? I know this ain't no funny thing, but this is what I do. I design shine. I want to teach y'all how to do this too. Okay, we're going to get in closer because I can't lift this canvas up while I'm doing it. Let's see if I can diamond paint with that there. I've never done this before. We're going to give us a little bit more light. Hopefully that won't be too much light. We'll see. And let's decide where we want our holly berries. Yes. All right. I'm going to get way down here and see. That's the other problem is, okay, where do we want these? I'm thinking, come on now. Let's put you right there. And let's put you right here. When you think of holly berries, you think like a bunch, like I don't mean like a whole lot, I just mean bunch together. You often see, that don't want to be picked up at all. Y'all stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right, you stop. Right there. Or is that one too far apart? I'm thinking we might want to come right on down here. See how I work with that? I mean, it's not, I don't know. I'm designing as I go. I don't always know. I definitely want that one offset. So let's see. Those three together. I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? Let's see if you can see that. We like it like that? I'm thinking that looks like holly. So I think I'm going to leave that. And we weigh these now. We used to be silly and count these out for every bag, just like the quads. Yeah, now we weigh them. So you get about 50 per bag. Yeah, we were silly. We still are silly. I wonder what other things we need to learn and don't know about yet, huh? Guess that's what it is about learning. You learn as you go. Okay, so on these 938, they're brown, and some of them have, let me show you up close. So some of them look more rainbowy on top. Some of them look more gold. And so since it's a doorknob, I'm definitely pulling out one that's more gold instead of rainbowy. I know, me giving up a rainbow. So then I got to decide where I want this one. Do I want it here? I think so. This seems kind of low by moving it down. I think I'm going to leave that one right there. Okay, so there's my doorknob. There's my holly berries. There we go. That's easy breezy stuff, ain't it? Okay, this is a P-row tray right there from Nyx's Notions. This wasn't supposed to be a commercial or anything like that. But if you go to Nix's Notions on Etsy, you can always use the code Teemaw10 on there and get 10% off your order. There you go. So anyway, I tell you that because that's what the tray I'm using. You might be wondering. I don't know. All right, let's put in, let's go back up a little bit and let's get in the snowflakes, these big snowflakes, because there's only a couple of them. Now, if I'll come across more, as you know, sometimes you just, even on a small painting, you just miss something the first time. So there we go. I used my tweezers, and you didn't even see it. And I put the quad right here, and I put a quad right there on the floor. Sometimes quad cubes have a little, by the way they're made, the nature of they're made, they have a little nub on the side. I don't know if you can see that one. Has a little nub on the side, but that's just the nature of it. I just put them down and it doesn't affect them. If you don't like that, or if they happen to be too big, just use the edge of your tweezers and just clip it off like that and then throw it away. Yeah, no, don't throw them away, but anyway. Okay, so that's what I do with my quads. Look at there, look at there. So we have 3 specialty items down. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to need with my tweezers. I don't think there's any more. Sometimes I will use tweezers for AB drills as well. Sometimes they get finicky and nothing seems to work well with them. Okay, we have this open. Let's just go in here and do these gumdrops. Let's do the gumdrops. Okay, so star. So the star was the 817, and when I go to the 817, the star, I am going to be replacing that with 817 crystals. Now that makes that easy, doesn't it? Okay, if we're going to end up, if we start having a few more drills, I'll go to a bigger tray. I like these little trays as my trash tray. I always travel with one. And if I have just a few drills to put down like you just saw, that's what I'll do. As I get bigger, I go to bigger style tray. So this was the star. See, I got to remember this too. Okay, star. You're doing the star with this. See, I have it sitting right here. The 817 is the star on these gumdrops. This pen, by the way, this pen was from KNS Custom Pens on Etsy. See, look at that. She put my name there. She made me a neon rainbow sparkle pen. And that ain't long to focus. I think that there you go, that the glitter makes that not want to focus. But I love these pens. It even has, now I did not customize this one. You can have it where you can put a multi-placer here or a straightener here. On this one, I didn't do that. But they're refillable. See? Refillable pens. You put little tiny balls of wax in there, like a pea size, one at a time. And I got wax. You can use putty. I have some filled with putty too. This one's just the closest handy. And then so it's refillable. It stays here for a long time, and then when you can refill it when you're done. Okay, let's put down a drill. 817 is the star drills. There we go. So I'm hoping you're having a good day today. This morning, early this morning, I know when this one's gonna show as a premiere in the Christmas premieres. We took my Navy son, who's been in Japan for 2 years, and who I'm speaking in future tense because this is what should be happening is we will be taking him to the airport today. He should have been taken to the airport at 6 a.m. and be headed back to Japan. He will have stayed with us a week by the time y'all get to see this. And this is canvas I'm doing for Jingle Drills 2022 with Lindsay. It'll be over with to the day that you watch this. And then I think there's a Christmas Elves 2022 as well going on. Okay, so since this is the star symbol, we also wanted to do the heart above the door with it. So I'm going to go ahead and do those now as well. Let's see, can y'all see me enough? I don't know. There we go. Hopefully I'm not making y'all dizzy or anything. This is the first. So this is kind of a whip and chat too, I guess. I'm trying to teach y'all. I'm actually diamond painting while I'm talking. This is not something I'm used to. So this is technically my first design and shine session, my first quote unquote whip and chat, and my first Christmas premiere. So let's hope it turns out okay. Yeah, this is the first time. So my parents also came down because they wanted to see my Josiah, who's in the Navy, and we will have had a house full, and very busy. So today will be a more quiet day for us, which I enjoy, the quieter days. I don't get a whole bunches of those, and I like those days, unless of course somebody has decided to spend the night with us, but I doubt it, seeing as it's Christmas. So we'll have had our family Christmas on the 23rd. Yes, we will. And so we'll get through with that while you're watching. We'll get to, I love meeting all these new YouTubers. We had Jennifer Roberts and Tia on last night on my live. I do Friday night lives at 10:30 Central PM. I know it's late for lots of people. Catch them on the replay if you can't stay up that late. I like to have fun and just hang out, and I never knew I'd be doing lives, much less talking for 2 or 3 hours. I got to tell y'all, this is hard to see. I'm used to being way up and close to my canvas because I see well up close without glasses, but it's got to be pretty close because my eyes are getting older, and that's what happens. So I'm having a harder time with these reflections here. Looking down here is actually, I'm actually starting to sweat a little bit because I'm a little nervous. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so you see, I don't know if you can see that, how the heart's turning out. There's crystals on that heart. So it's giving it more depth. Let's see if it'll even focus. So it's giving it more depth. Almost like a ring, candy, which is what this is, isn't it? Okay, there are some stars there on this gumdrop. Gracious, I didn't think I'd need like a, what do you call them things? Oh, I don't got nobody here tell me what to call them. They ain't microscopes. They're just, glasses that makes you see closer, better. I don't know. Help me. Magnifying glasses. Yes, I helped myself. It worked. Okay, so we're still doing the 817 crystal. The other thing that happens with crystals, you don't get as much a variety of shading as you do in regular, and that's why there's only about 175 colors of crystals, because that variety is just not there. It's lost in the depths of that see-throughness. So it's not as much variety. Man, I am liking how these crystals are looking. I am starting to wonder if I want to make these 2 little hearts coming out of the chimney as crystals, because I am really liking the effect here of these crystals. And again, as I am designing, that's what, you never know. Like, I don't know. I might not like something when I put it down, and I just pull it out and change it. It's okay. It's fixable. Sometimes on these crystals, if you pull them up, some of the silver backing comes off. That's okay too. The canvas should still be sticky. Okay, so let's see. We've done the stars in these gumdrops, the heart. I got to come down here and do the peppermint, but we're going to hit this lollipop over here first. Peel and go, right? That's what I like to do with my canvases, especially the tiny ones. I like that. I've never yet kitted up with trays. Do you like that? Do you like kitting up with trays? Again, I usually just use bags. Even the Diamond Art Club bags, I'll just turn them sideways and use my Velveeta boxes, and I just do it that way because kitting up and down take my precious time. but I've been told to try it this way with the symbols already displayed in the case. I didn't even show you my case because they said it would go quicker. So maybe this way will make up for the time lost going through the baggies and the time versus the time saved of not kidding or of kidding up. I don't know. I don't know. This is a little one, we'll see. This is I showed y'all the squares I use. Well, this is the case. See, I kidded up in this case, and someone told me to go by number, letters, dots, by symbols. So they did dots, math symbols, miscellaneous, that kind of thing. And this is my first time. First time to kit up like that in 4 years. I think somebody asked me this week. So let's get a few more crystals. Somebody asked me this week how long I've had the shop. And I told them 3.5 years. And she goes, thought you were in business longer. I said, I don't know. Let me think about this longer. Sure enough, it's been 4.5 years. It's still hard for me to think that way. I did not think that we had been in business that long. But the website opened in June of 19. And if that's the case, that's 3.5 years from the website. But I was in business a year before that, using a Google document. Do y'all, anybody here remember that? Oh my gosh. I would open that Google document up at the beginning of the month until it filled up with 200 orders, and then I would close it and try to get all those 200 orders out by myself by the end of the month, and then open it up again. On a good day, I could get out 10 orders. On a fantastically awesome day, I think I got out as many as 20 orders, but that would be morning to night and smaller orders to be able to get that many out. Let me see if I've got all of these stars. Now, y'all, I just thought about something else. Like, I just pulled that paper back. So why should I not go ahead? Look, I got my little whip and chat thingy-majingy from Bella Nicole. So I need to put something on that to keep that back because we're going to break out some more little trays. So here's another one. This little tray is a Bella Essential tray from Bella Art de Nicole. And let's see, we're going to pull out some of these now. So this 498 symbol is subbed with, y'all remember, it's a 666. There we go. See, there we go. 498 showed me it's subbed. Find where I have that subbed. And since we already, this is my first time using a Bella Essential tray, y'all. I got 2 at the retreat, and so this is the first time using that. See if I'll get out of the way. I don't know. Again, 666. Okay, don't mess up, woman. Let's see. So it's the upside down T symbol. Let's put that in there. So these colors look a bunch alike, to be honest with you. Look. See, 817's here and 666 here. There's very little shade difference. There is some, but not lots. And I suppose that's the case with drills too. Like some of them you can barely see the difference, but the shading when you're done makes a difference. But that's what we get with crystals. We don't get quite the shading variety again. So yeah, I got this at the retreat to use. There's a magnet built in back there, so the WIP stands for work in progress. Let's talk right, Mama. Well, Tina, Teemaw, whoever I am today. Who am I today? I don't know. I've never done a whip and chat, so I don't know who I am. Add a character here, upside down T's. Here we go. That's how I feel like today, an upside down T. Now, normally, what do you do when you diamond paint? Normally, I am listening to an audible book, or maybe somebody's live, or maybe replay, or if if it's at night and Jerry's watching TV, he'll want me to sit in there and diamond paint with him while he watches TV, and I kind of watch TV and listen, because, oops, I hit y'all. I'm so sorry. So let's put more here. And I have been watching, last week I started watching Firefly Lane, and I'm on season 2 of that. As a matter of fact, do y'all know I've seen it before? Yeah, I didn't remember. I started watching it going, these people look awfully familiar. And I had watched it, and I rewatched the entire season to remind me, I guess, what everything was about, because I had forgotten, and I don't even know when I had watched it the first time, but I rewatched the whole thing and have now started season 2. And I just recapped for Jerry because he was watching something else at the time. Okay, do I have them all? Nope, a few more here. Y'all, this is hard because you know what I want to do? I want to get out all the trays with the green and the red and get them all in there right now. That's what I want to do. So again, I'm not set up. I'm not used to talking through and doing this for other people. There's some of the crystals on there. And, but I think we're getting close to the end of our hour. Yes, we are. So we're not going to be able to finish this on this live. Obviously, we're not going to finish a diamond painting in an hour. Who would think so? And I don't know how to do time lapses yet. What do y'all think of time lapses? I don't even know how to do them. I guess I got to figure out how to do them. If y'all like them. I don't even know how. Of course, you'd have to have time to diamond paint to do a time lapse. I get to diamond paint on the weekend if I'm lucky. If we don't got anything coming up. Well, I can guarantee you next weekend my son's coming in, family's coming in, and we will have a very busy time. Okay, those are all the upside down tees there and there. Let's go back over here to this gumdrop. Baby gumdrop. So I don't know how far I will be. Well, it's not going to be very far. So I don't know. There's no way I'm going to be able to insert a picture of this finished. I'll just have to show y'all on my channel, on the community page, and take a picture when it's done, or do a review of it. Maybe that's what I'll do. What do y'all think I should do? Obviously, I will take a picture, but should I do a review of it too and see how it went, and so that I can show y'all in a video the end results? Maybe I'll do that. See, now I'm going backwards. See? So that I don't have all the trays set up to do. I was just going to do one color at a time and then go back and do that again and again because this is a small canvas. But I don't know. How do you do it? Tell me. How do you set things up? Do you lay out all the trays like that? Do you have all trays? Do you have bags? Do you pull out one color at a time per section? I know I've recently learned a lot of people do that. They just pull out, they do a section and get one color at a time, get done with that color, get out the next color, etc., etc. Okay, I'm going to try to finish this heart for y'all. And I hope y'all are having a good day. Of course, I found a star, but I got it open still, so that'll work. And besides, they look virtually the same right now, so I don't know if it's going to be much of a difference. There we go. I hope y'all have had a wonderful day. Right now, it's pretty late in the evening for you, I know. And I believe, let's see, I believe Bella Art Day Nicole did go before me. And I believe, let me see who goes next after me. We might not be finishing that star, I'll tell you that, huh? Where did it go? And I am not seeing that right now. But I believe Bella Art Day Nicole is after me. There we go. I mean, before me. And, yep. And then the Uncrafty Crafter, my Jenny E's, goes after me. So right after me at 11 p.m. Central Time, the Uncrafty Crafter, Jenny Eve, is going to go on. And then Elizabeth and Edward from Enabler's Outpost at 12 a.m. after them. And hopefully you've just watched Bella Art Day Nicole. And whatever they have, I know they've just recently gotten moved, and Jamie's about to leave. I know that they got a lot going on too as well in their lives. So maybe you get to spend a little bit of time with them. I just heard that new term. Is it wait, Friendsgiving? Is that what you have Thanksgiving with friends? What if it's called if it's Christmas? Friendsgiving, Christmas, friends with just Christmas with friends. Yes. Yes, friend. I am glad I got to spend an hour with you on this Christmas day. My first time in history. Yes. And I think I am going to be able to wrap up this little bitty heart. And as I'm doing so, know that I'm thinking of you. Each and every one of you are special. And even if you might actually physically be alone right now, know that I'm with you in spirit, and know that you have a purpose and that you are loved. There we go. There is the crystals coming in on this canvas. Let's see if I can get that to focus. And I'll go ahead. There's the candies. I'm really liking this effect right now. And I'm going to get the heart and the other gummies blinged up. I'm loving this effect. It definitely looks, I don't know if it's coming across on that camera, but it is looking good to me here. It's looking really good. So I hope this has helped you a little bit. I hope it's helped you to spend some time with me and my silly self trying to figure this out, and teaching you a little bit about how to design your shine. And remember folks, I really do want you to shine bright, and don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Or your sparkler. Don't let anybody dull your sparkler either. Yep, that's what I get. That's what I get for not paying attention, huh? Okay, so I'm going to keep on painting while we continue to listen to the next person in line, which is my girl Jenny Ease at the Uncrafty Crafter. Y'all have a phenomenal evening. If you're headed to bed, sweet dreams, my friends, sweet dreams. Thanks for joining me. Love y'all, and shine bright. Surprise! I made it back. I finally got to finish. That's all I've been doing for 3 nights. I stayed up all night to finish this diamond painting. And a last minute decision, I added all of these glitter drills into the gumdrops down here on the ground. And I love them. First time to use them. And they're a little bit different. They absorb light more than reflect like an AB or sparkler would. Here they are in this tray. See how the glitter is in there? And so it's gold glitter, gold reflective glitter in there. I say reflective, but it's inside there. And they're multi-hued glitter. And they turned out beautifully. Here are the different colors. So there's the purple with the 3 shades. See, there's red in there. As you can see, I also have the opal glow glass and quads thrown in. There's the purple. There's the 3 shades of green. And again, the red. So here's the opal pearls. I have the crystals, the AB crystals, and the sparkler sunshine in here. I did a lot of changing up on these snowflakes. Again, down here, I actually made snowflakes. You can see the difference with the opal glow glasses in here. And on these snowflakes that have a middle, I went ahead and put a quad cube in those. See? And they didn't have snowflakes in this snow. However, the original picture did have snowflakes in that show. So I tried to translate some of those. It's hard to see, but there were definitely snowflakes down in here. So I tried to translate that. I tried to make the snowflakes shapely in my painting. I tried to make the stars a little bit better shaped. I did put on those half pearls for the doorknob. There you go. And up here for the holly berries. That's how I did those. There was actually some dark green in here that I didn't want green, and I didn't want orange on my rafters. So I went ahead and made those black. I went ahead and put blacks and browns in there instead of those. You just change whatever you want to up. See, for example, here's one of the stars, and there was an orange spot right here. Well, to me, it didn't look like a starred shape, so I just put a brown there instead. Also, the initials down here in the bottom. Remember I said I was going to cover that up? You can see through that a little bit. because it's round, but that's okay. Look at it far away. Basically you see the snow more than you see that effect. Also, I realized when I was done, I'm going to show you real quick some of the changes that I make on how I enhance things, because what I see, this gumdrop right there, it looks like snow's over in the gumdrop. Well, I kind of don't like that, so I'm going to show you how I do that. And if I don't like that, I'll just pull it up there, and then I get the corresponding drill. Look there. So I've reshaped that gumdrop to where it doesn't look like the snow is intruding into the gumdrop. And then same with this star. It's a little bulky to me right here on the side. So I'm going to pull up this orange drill and just put down one of the green green crystals, and it just shapes it a teeny bit more. I'm going to try it right here in this star. So let's see if it'll focus. So this corner, you see how the right bottom has a point and this one doesn't? This may not work well. I don't know. We're going to take off the purple there and we're going to put down the orange and see how I like that. You know, does it look more star-like? I don't know. See? Maybe. And if so, does that mean... See, this one I think might get more boxy. If I put an orange one here, let's just try it just to show you. This might be a tad more boxy instead of pointy. I don't know. It might work. It might work there. I could pull up this opal. Let's see what happens if I pull up this opal glow glass and put this over there. Does that make it more star-like? I don't know. See, I don't have an orange drill out right now, but that would be purple right there. I would fill that in with purple. You know, I might keep that like that. I don't know. Well, I have the purple right here, so let's try it and see what it looks like. There. See, so I just reshaped that star a little bit. That's all. It's tweaking. I'm tweaking that just a bit to give it what I might deem more of a star-like shape. You may or may not like that. It may or may not be necessary in that case. But to me, I did make all of the snowflakes more symmetrical, more beautiful, more patterned like. The ones up here in the sky, I did put the quads in the middle. See that? If they had open spaces, I just made them quads in there. And the containers, I did end up really liking these containers. I did go faster with being able to see them symbols instead of flipping through the bag, so I like that. I don't know if I'm going to like kitting down, but I did like the containers as they were faster. I did only do one color at a time instead of by sections. I did one color throughout the canvas at a time because this is so small. I do like that way. Still, I don't know how I feel, of course, when I get to a bigger one. But overall, such a fun diamond painting. I like the size, I love the colors, and I loved blinging this up and designing my shine, which I hope I helped you do that. Here you go. And I will try to include some of the finished pictures up close. Like even up here on this heart, I just made it more heart-like, you know, instead of just blobby. So there you go. There's the peppermints up close. And there you have it, folks. I finished. I hope you have a great day. Remember to shine bright. I hope you enjoyed the process. And I will try to include pictures after this if I can figure out how. So again, you'll have a great day. Love seeing you. On to the next person. And Merry Christmas. Or Happy New Year and Hanukkah and all the other holidays. Bye now.